Consistent to its vision and mission, Bicol University implements extension programs that provide professional and technical trainings, and other interventions, utilizing science-based knowledge and technologies, with the end in view of empowering people and communities, for social transformation and development. The university's extension operation is guided by its extension manual, which is currently undergoing fine-tuning, aligning it with the provisions of the BU Code of 2016, and most importantly to make it more relevant and responsive to the needs of the service communities. BU's extension agenda in the recent years have been focused more on poverty alleviation, food security, health and education, disaster risk reduction, and environmental conservation. After series of internal deliberations and stakeholders consultation, a new RD&D agenda, which capture the aspirations of Universities 4.0 will soon take effect. Being a comprehensive university, BU has a huge pool of technical experts, with its more than 600 strong faculty members, with expertise along the fields of education, health, arts and natural sciences, business and entrepreneurship, social sciences, industrial arts, fishery and agricultural sciences, engineering and information technology. This diverse expertise of the faculty members enables the university to respond to various technological needs of its clienteles. Here are some of the technologies brought to the communities through the university's extension undertakings. In 2017, EMD organized the Lester, Linking Education to Society, through Extension and Research Program, which aims to partner with government and non-government agencies in the region, for the common cause of community service. 22 organizations formalized their partnership with Bicol University, in a Memorandum of Agreement. Through the Lester program, DSWDRF05, tapped BU to implement a multi-million skills training program, region-wide. A total amount of $313 million was downloaded to BU, to implement 587 skills training projects, for around 27,000 beneficiaries. The implementation of this DSWD-funded skills training program involves faculty members of at least 8 colleges or units of BU, namely, EMD, BUCAF, BUDC, BUGC, BUPC, BUCSSP, BUCE and BUSA. It was also through the Lester program where Filminera, a privately owned and managed mining company, in the island province of Masbate, sought the services of Bicol University, for a research undertaking. This project is being implemented by faculty members of BUCS, BUCSSP, the RDMD and the EMD. Likewise, BU has joined the Tsokolate at Pandasal group, organized by the Armed Forces of the Philippines Bicol. TAP's membership is composed of regional government offices and non-government organizations that regularly meet every month. The group provides support and services to impoverished areas in the region for the purpose of peace and development. BU's membership to this group further strengthens the university's linkages to other member agencies. Over the years, the university has established linkages with international, national, regional and local agencies. The university's banner extension program entitled, Integrated Program for Sustainable Development of Local Watershed Communities, addresses poverty, food security, climate change, and social development concerns in watershed communities, to which practically all places in the region belong. Here are some of Bicol University's best extension projects. The university's ultimate measure of success in its extension undertakings is the positive impact on the social, environmental, and economic well-being of the communities it serves.
Almighty, ever-living God, the most merciful and compassionate, we thank you for creation and the life you have given us. Together, we people of diverse religions, spiritual expressions and indigenous traditions, who invoke you by different names, humbly pray for your providence and protection, in the midst of the COVID crisis. Strengthen and guide government leaders, and private agencies, especially our administrators, faculty and staff, for the wisdom to do what is right and just. Enlighten the minds of students, that despite the educational limitations in this new normal, they may study diligently and effectively. Bless our families, remove our fears, and help us to trust in your love, so that by our example and generosity, we can inspire and help others. Grant all of us, especially the frontliners, good health and accept those who have died in your kingdom. Amen.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, anak ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisili. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mabaga, may nilagang tulad, awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng matawat mo'y tagumpay na naglilinig. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang mali magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng ating pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pamay mga pirang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Can adapt it to your municipalities, in your cities, or even in your state universities, so that we can have a more brighter and more clearer researches about agriculture. So with this, I want to acknowledge some of our participants in our Zoom meeting. Our project leader in Bicol University, Dr. Luis O. Amano. Our project staff, Sir Alwin Maceres, and Ma'am Fritzy York. And some of our viewers in Facebook, I see someone from Laguna and from the project SARAI, University of the Philippines, Las Bañas. So good morning, everyone. So for today, we will be discussing about the different technologies that Project SARAI have been developed through phase 1, and now on its second year, it is through community deployment and adoption of different municipalities. So it will be presented by Professor Alwin M. Joseph M. Maceres, the Director of Planning and of Bicol University. So let's hear the presentation.
Hello. On behalf of the Bicol University SARAI team, headed by Dr. Luis Amano, the Vice President for Research, Development, and Extension, I am Alwin Joseph Maceres, Project Staff of the BU SARAI team, and I will be presenting to you SARAI. SARAI stands for Smarter Approaches to Reinvigorate Agriculture as an Industry in the Philippines. Its phase 1 started in 2016, and currently we are at phase 2, with a duration started last May 2018 and to end this April 2021. We have a national budget, a total budget of around 221,426,000 pesos, with 11 state universities and colleges as co-implementing agencies. National government agencies that are co-implementing in this project are 4, with 2 partner NGAs. The team is currently composed of 167 members, 56 of them are full-time and 111 as part-time. There are 3 sub-programs in this project. So sub-program 1 is crop characterization, integrated crop management, and model development, under which are 5 projects. For sub-program 2, you have crop environment monitoring and forecasting, with 7 projects under this sub-program. And sub-program 3 is the SARAI mainstreaming and knowledge management, with 3 programs, or projects rather, under this sub-program. SARAI focuses on 9 crops. You have rice, banana, corn, sugarcane, coconut, coffee, soybean, cacao, and tomato. The 11 co-implementing state universities and colleges are the following: Bicol University, CLSU, CMU, CTU, ISU, MMSU, MINSCAT, USM, USTP, WPU, and WVSU. The 6 national government agencies partnering with this project are the following: PhilRice, Philippine Coconut Authority, or PCA, BSWM, Pag-asa, PCIC, and Sugar Regulatory Administration, or SRA. For SARAI Phase 2 sites, the SARAI Phase 2 sites in the Bicol region is being spearheaded or implemented rather by Bicol University. The focus commodity or crop for this project under Bicol University is rice and corn, and we are currently doing the research, field research for this project at Ligao City, Albay, Philippines. The SARAI Phase 2 operational framework is a convergence and deployment of technologies and systems. So SARAI Phase 1, under Projects 1 and 2, SARAI Phase 2, Subprograms 1 and 2, PICARD under their ISPs, and Crop Studies focuses on crop production. SARAI Phase 1, SIMS, Vulnerability and Automatic Weather Stations, and SARAI Phase 2, SIMS, AWS, and DCAF focuses on climate and weather. For SARAI Phase 1, under SIMS and Unmanned Aerial Vehicles, and SARAI Phase 2, SIMS, UAV, and DCAF focuses or studies or doing research on GIS and remote sensing. For the SARAI Phase 2 Sub-Program 3, this one is the one that linkages the technologies and the system generated or the knowledge generated to our stakeholders. So you have your knowledge portal and mobile applications, capacity building, science communication, policy studies and development, valuation and impact assessment. Under the deployment plan, establishing demo farms and creating SARAI networks of MAOs and farmers. So again, this is a convergence of different technologies and systems. So you have SIMS, you have the SARAI Enhanced Agriculture Monitoring System, which uses remotely sensed data, be it satellite or other technologies being used. So you also have SpeedTech and free SMS advisories. So you have monitoring through automatic weather stations and UAV or unmanned aerial vehicle units. We also have here a feedback mechanism under the project, and he also uses ground data gathering devices, for which an example is the cost-efficient soil moisture meters and sensors under the WISE. So this convergence of technologies and systems focuses or studies on the following. You have the crop models and genetic coefficients for the crop modeling, studies on crop phenology, the climate and weather, you have crop nutrient management, and you have crop and pest advisory. So again, this is a collaboration of different agencies. So you have here DOST, UPLB, and UP Diliman, the regional SUCs, to which Bicol University is part of it. You have the national government agencies, the regional government offices that are partnering with SARAI. You have LGUs, then of course the research and private organizations. All these collaborations with the end goal of helping our stakeholder or end user or beneficiary, which is the farmers, to provide them with real-time crop weather advisories. What has been done since 2018 to present? So we had local inception meetings with the SUC partners, community needs assessment, and establishment of demo farms, in-house integration workshop and training on SARAI methodologies and actions, sustainability workshop with state universities and colleges. You also have data collection analysis for developing crop models and crop technologies, capacity building activities, upgrading of the soils laboratory of UPLB. You also have field testing and refinement of technologies developed in Phase 1 and development and testing of mobile and web applications for smart agriculture. We also did SARAI Escuela webinar series through Zoom, through Facebook. We also did DOST regional workshops, SARAI research conference, and launch of radio programs. Also, the release of copyrights of SARAI products and technologies. Under publication, so SARAI has been, the project SARAI has been very active in publishing its results in the research for those ISI Index Journal articles, Scopus Index Journal articles, part of book chapters, international reference journals, and contribution to CIRCA's Compendium of Climate Resilient Agriculture Technologies and Approaches in the Philippines. The mobile applications developed by the project are the following. You have Banana Tech, the basics of banana technology applications developed by the SARAI Banana team. You have Speed Tech, you have Cafe, you also have Nutrient Manager for Corn, and the CCAP, which is the SARAI Enhanced Agricultural Monitoring System Image Capturing Application. according to studies, the available communication channels that are available for our stakeholders are the following: television, radio, mobile, phone, and newspaper. And the preferred communication channel for agriculture-related information are the following: television and radio. Of course, the mouse through on-site trainings. So the following are the developed technologies under the SARAI. So you have the speed tech, which is the smarter pest identification technology. It is an application that uses photos for pest identification for providing farmers with immediate management recommendation. So you just have to download it in Google Play, and you just if you see a pest under the 9 crop commodities studied by SARAI, you can just take a photo and you can look at it on the database. It will give you a probability, and most probably this is the pest that is in your crops that is doing infestation, and it could already provide you with a possible solution and management for this pest. So it's available in Google Play and it's downloadable. You just have to use your smartphone. You also have the SARAI cost-efficient soil moisture monitoring system for soil water deficit. So used for monitoring soil moisture content, which served as basis for irrigation schedule. So the cost-efficient soil moisture monitoring system meter costs around 1,000 to 1,500 per unit, with the gypsum block around 30 to 35 pesos a piece. So this will give you the data on how much soil moisture you have in your farm and how much water you'd be needing to irrigate your farm. So you also have pest advisory system and pest risk maps, which can be accessed at the SARAI PH website. So it will give you early warning pest infestation and immediate management protocols. For example, the risk of armyworm infestation in the rice areas in Isabela. So the map will give you a legend of where your farm is located and the probability of risk. So it will give you an idea of what to do eventually if you're located at high risk, medium risk, or low risk. You also have the water management decision support system under the developed systems. WISE is the monitoring of the soil moisture, early warning for crop stress. And the next one is the SARAI Maize Nutrient Expert. It provides a comprehensive farm analysis such as site-specific fertilizer recommendations for NPK application, profit comparison between current farmers' practice and recommended practice. So it gives you the idea or the information of how much fertilizer would be needed in your specific farm, so as to lower the cost of production for corn. You also have the SARAI Enhanced Monitoring System, or SEMS. It uses a combination of geographic information system, remote system, and of course the normalized difference vegetation index for agriculture especially. So an example in the photo on the left is before the typhoon Alwin, and the after, the one that's colored in yellow, that's the one that's flooded. It uses free and open source GIS and remote sensing products, which is readily available and freely available in the internet for downloading. So this is an example of flood monitoring in Alcala, Cagayan, last typhoon Alwin in 2016. The left is before the before photo, satellite photo taken last October 8, 2016, and the after the typhoon which was taken October 20, 2016. The flooded area was computed using remotely sensed product at around 19,764 hectares. It will give you already how much specific, or to be exact, how much the damage has been to our agriculture due to flooding caused by Typhoon Alwin. You also have here the flood monitoring in Camarines Sur for the Typhoon Nina in 2016. The left photo is the before, taken in December 14, 2016, and the after, which was taken in December 26, 2016. The computed flooded area for this phenomenon is around 22,600 hectares. SARAI also uses automatic weather stations and unmanned aerial vehicles. So for Albay, it is set up at the Bicol University College of Agriculture and Forestry, and it can be accessed through the internet using WeatherLink, and it's free. So you can look at the real-time climatic data for the automatic weather station at the Bukaf. So the pictures or the photos below are the taken by an UAV rather. You have here the red one at the infrared band at 800 nanometers, the red band at green at 650 nanometers, the green band at blue at 550 nanometers, and you have the false color image, the combination of the three. When it's processed, the NDVI image is shown at the rightmost photo, with the darker or the greener the picture or the color is, the higher the chlorophyll content, and the yellow would give you an area that's either low chlorophyll or barren or dried out. Of course, under SARAI data products, you have crop forecasting system, which is site-specific planting dates. You can also see that at the SARAI.ph website. So if a farmer entered June 9 as a planting date, you can see it's the probability, the effect in terms of water, in terms of climate, the probability using the historical data that we have or collected during the years. You also have here the SARAI crop suitability maps. So you can look at the different suitability maps. If you want to plant different crops, the 9 focused different crops under SARAI, you can look at it at the SARAI.ph website, and you can look at the crop suitability. If it's good, it's not too good, it's suitable or not for planting the certain crop. So the SARAI knowledge portal, as I've mentioned earlier, is you can access it in the website with the URL at www.sarai.ph. SARAI also had these following outputs for the development of training modules. You have the SIMS, or the SARAI Enhanced Agricultural Monitoring System training module. You also have here the Maize Nutrient Expert and the SARAI Soil Moisture Monitoring System. So what has been done in Bicol University SARAI team? So the following are the activities that has been done by the Bicol University SARAI team. So you had here training on remote sensing on meteorology and agriculture, training on soil profiling and use of soil test kit in agricultural lands, training on geographic information system application for SARAI, seminar workshop on speed tech, training on drone application for Project SARAI demo farm, translation of SARAI brochures into Bicol dialect for layout and printing, presentation of Project SARAI to mayors in Sangguniang Bayan, and Project SARAI radio program on 100.3 Sagitsit News FM. Currently, we are airing the Project SARAI sa Bicol um, in Sagitsit News FM 100.3. Our schedule is every Monday, 12 to 1. So we can also be um, viewed at FB through FB Live. So every Monday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Thank you very much for listening. So in behalf of the Bicol University team, headed by Dr. Luis Amano, the project leader, Fritzi Llorca, project staff, Ramil Madrideo, agricultural technologist. I am Alwin Joseph M. Maceres, the project staff. Thank you very much.
So thank you, Sir Alwin, for that wonderful presentation. So now we know that Project SARAI is a big program funded by the UST, and it has many developed technologies that can help farmers providing solutions for a more productive and proactive farming. So maybe Sir Alvin is present here in Zoom. Maybe you can still share some short messages.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you for listening and watching the video. The team is ready for any questions and clarifications related to the presentation. We have here online with me Ramil Madrideo and also Fitz Lorca. Kanina nakita ko ata si Sir Louis. Baka nasa meeting na sila. So you have, so any question? Most welcome.
Ako na lang sir muna mag-question ata. So Sir Alvin.
Okay.
Sir, with the pandemic still ongoing, so how does Project SARAI in Bicol University still do the research here?
Well, of course, following the IATF rules, no? So social distancing is strictly observed. Basic protection, syempre kailangan natin gawin. You have your face mask, face shields, and limited yung um, communication and discussion with our stakeholders para mabawasan natin yung risk. Also for the project, we implemented the radio station, which is part of the deliverables also of SARAI. Sakto lang na mas magagamit natin siya now, considering na hindi pwedeng lumabas karamihan ng tao. And this is one venue or model move, you can say, na kung saan pwede nating mag-reach out sa mga stakeholders natin, sa clientele, sa farmers, researchers, and others. And of course, nandiyan naman po yung every the Facebook na page ng SARAI Bicol, which is also linked to the SARAI in UPLB and other SARAI project sites. which is meron po kayo doon makikita mga videos and makikita po ninyo or mapapanood ninyo yung mga ibang technologies developed by SARAI. Not limited here sa Bicol lamang, hindi, pati sa ibang lugar. Ram?
Sorry po, sir. Yan, wala lang saglit. Sir, isa pang question, if, di ba, most of the, paano po ang translation natin to local dialect para mas ma-provide natin ng more information si farmer, his father?
Okay. Sa experience natin, no, mas naiintindihan ng farmers or nating kapwa Bicolano na siya ay i-translate into Bicol dialect. And ang iba sa mga researchers natin, consultants natin actually ay hirap mag-Bicol. So what we do, for example, doon sa Hitsit every Monday, nakipag-partner tayo doon sa host kung saan mas kabisado niya ang Bicol. And because of this, mas yung reach ng mga stakeholders natin is mas malawak, no? And also, we try to translate the IEC material, the brochures developed by SARAI, na kung saan into Bicol dialect, and we'll try to print it para mas maintindihan, no? So, we understand naman na not all has access to internet, pahirapan actually sa internet. And mas okay pa rin, mas preferred pa rin ng iba yung may hawak silang hard copy or brochure or paper or printed copy for that matter.
Ayun. So, i-acknowledge ko lang din yung mga attendees natin sa Zoom. Good morning din, Sir Caloy Cortez. Then, may nabasa po ako dito, sir, sa isang viewer natin sa Facebook Live, si Sir Jason Abuela. Sabi nga, thanks sa pa-webinar. Hope magkaroon ng free webinar sa item response theory or rush analysis. Okay, sir. So, siguro, sir, mag-share na din tayo nung webinar series ata natin with our technologies.
Yes, para mas ma-disseminate natin na mas malayo or mas madami ang ma-reach ng project natin, no? So we'll be doing the webinar series in collaboration with the provincial government of Albay, with the Provincial Agriculture Office, and the DOST5, kung saan magkakaroon tayo ng series of online webinars, yung pag-utilize mismo nito mga technologies. So actually today, because of how big this project is, ang nangyayari lang is orientation and parang patikim actually, because it's very big. And to know the details or in-depth discussion for this technologies developed by SARAI, the SARAI team, mas okay na mag-attend sila doon sa webinar through Facebook pa rin naman. Unfortunately, meron siyang part na hands-on, pero mukhang for the agricultural technicians due to limited face-to-face ang gagawin natin. But for the online, anybody who has access to internet can watch and learn the technologies of SARAI through the Facebook.
So, parang maganda pa rin talaga yung aim ng SARAI para parang pa-end na sa year 3 namin yung P3. Pero with the extension, we hope that we can still disseminate and help other municipalities, LGUs, and other association of farmers with the developed technologies of Project SARAI. So, good morning lang din ako sa ating ibang FBU viewers, kay Sir John Reniel, kay Sir Leo Zad from Laguna, kay Sir Joby Sabanal from Negros Occidental State University, Kinluungan Campus from Jeneline Taimora. Morning po sa inyo lahat. Ito po kay Sir Erwin Cruz. Yes, sir. So, with this, I think kung meron pa tayong questions, clarifications about Project SARAI. Last na lang, sir. You plan on institutionalization of Project SARAI?
The institutionalization actually would take the cooperation and collaboration and cooperation of the different LGUs and stakeholders that are with the SARAI project. So, for example, for the sustainability of the maintenance of the automatic weather station, syempre, it will be taken care of by the university for the information dissemination na nakukuha natin sa automatic weather station for the localized climatic weather data. It can be freely shared and can be downloaded using or accessed rather using the WeatherLink app in Google Play. Of course, yung sa sustainability, we're looking at our partner LGUs kung saan pwede natin siyang karoon sila ng policies which possibly pwede silang mag-institutionalize din nito and ma-adapt yung paggamit ng SARAI technologies ng mga farmers, no? Para ma-lessen yung risk, no? Para magamit natin yung available technologies na to, open and free source technologies and data, para mabigyan ng gabay ang ating mga in decision making, especially in their farms.
So parang maganda talaga ang inutang SARAI with the technologies developed. Sana ma-adapt ito ng ibang municipalities or LGUs or other association or farmers, whether it's rice or corn or other crops. Let's hope that this pandemic will end soon so that we can demonstrate more demo farms in the field and we need to validate more other data. So, i-acknowledge ko lang din po yung kasi nakapag-message, opening message ni Sir Louie. Ayun. So, sir, siguro wala na din akong nababasang questions pa last message ata, sir.
Well, siguro before we close or we end, pa-plug na rin siguro Rami yung contact numbers just in case meron silang additional questions, the Facebook page that we're maintaining, and how to reach the Bicol University SARAI team.
So, yun. Okay, sir. So, we have our Facebook page, Project SARAI sa Bicol. So, you can message us there if you have questions about forecast, rainfall outlook, drought outlook. Maybe we can share some information or we can give consultations about that. And you can also message Project SARAI on Facebook. That's the main Project SARAI page of Bicol University of the Philippines, Las Palmas. And you can also contact us. Our globe number 0917-988-5957. And siguro mag-tune in na din tayo every Monday, 12 to 1 sa Gets News FM. So, last message po.
Okay. So thank you very much for giving time, watching and listening to the orientation and talking to you about SARAI, the Bicol University experience, and ano yung mga technologies na available sa inyo, and kung anong pwede nyong gamitin for for whatever purpose, lalo na kung kayo ay related sa agriculture and weather and climate. So if ever may questions, the Bicol University team headed by Dr. Luis Amano is always welcome for your questions and clarifications. So hindi naman dito nag-end lang yung aming presentation sa inyo if ever. So hopefully we'll see you next webinar series discussing the different or delving on the deeper side of the project ng SARAI, especially in the technologies that we're doing. And hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you po, sir. So now's the time for the awarding of certificate. Listening. So I think now's the time to. If you have still questions, can still message us there. And when I talk about Project SARAI sa Bicol or the number I heard. So from the Zoom attendees and Facebook viewers, thank you everyone for listening. Have a nice day.